Hey everyone, it's Greg, and it's another edition of Unbreakable podcast. It's Thursday, March the 7th. This is what's played in the background. We Are the World. 39 years ago today, that song was released. Okay, number one on the charts with a song in the year in 1985. It was an amazing documentary there. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix about the creation of that song. After the Grammy Awards that year, Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson, and the two artists who wrote the song got all these stars together, about 40 of pop music's greatest musicians, singers of that era. And it was all kind of tied together by Quincy Jones. And they worked all night long to record the song. And it's just amazing, the documentary. It shows how they left all their egos at the door. Diana Ross, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, Bill Joel, Daryl Hall. It's just great. Steve Perry, Kenny Loggins, Kenny Rogers, Willie Nelson. They were all there. And they all had a little turn at this song. Stayed up all night. They're having pizza, drinking soda. They're just having fun. They're asking for each other's autographs. It's an amazing just a documentary. And it really shows you what life was like back in the 80s. And, some of those artists are gone, like Michael Jackson. So. But it's very interesting who was invited, who's there, who decided to join in, who wasn't there, the Prince. Wasn't he invited? I don't know. But it's really cool. So this song came out March the 7th of 1985. And then a few months later, Live Aid occurred in July of 1985, right here in Philadelphia and in London, England. And raised a lot of money. It's a great concert. They don't have concerts like that anymore. Yeah. That's a whole nother show. That was just amazing. It's really cool to live through it. Yeah, I remember it so well. 39 freaking years ago. Anyway, so I'm a little late today because I had this infusion done, that I was telling you about the other day, where it's very interesting, They have this experiment. Let me tell you about it real quick. They have this experimental stuff that they do an IV, do your veins, with the brittle bones like I do. And they're trying this I call it juice, but it's really medicine. And we're trying this new stuff to help the bones get stronger, hopefully not break as often or as easily. And it's experimental. It hasn't been approved by the FDA yet, but they're allowed to, doctors prescribe, they're allowed to try it as long as you have people willing to try, There aren't that many people around with osteogenesis imperfecta. So they're really interested in me because I'm one of the oldest people around with them. And they asked me to try it a few years ago. And I said, yeah, okay. Now it's kind of scary when you do something new like that because you don't know what's going to happen. But, I thought about all the kids after I'm gone, all the kids who come after me, who may have brittle bones. So hopefully they find the defective gene and correct it so nobody has OI in the future. But I thought, you know what? If this will help the treatment, if this medicine works and they can give it to kids before they start breaking hundreds of bones, why not, right? Why not try? Why not see what happens, right? Sometimes you have to take chances. So first time I had it done, maybe 3, 4 years ago, I was, I tolerated the procedure well, but afterwards I was really sore and achy. I couldn't move. Once I got home, I just about got into bed. And honestly, I slept for probably a good 12 to 16 hours straight. Because it really wasn't much else I could do other than lay flat on my back. I mean, I I just imagine this medicine cruising through my system, and I think my old creaky old bones there, and this medicine is seeping in there, and that was tough. They asked me to try it again, and I said I was really, really leery, let's put it that way, because of the bad reaction I had the first time. But they said, chances are you're not going to have this bad reaction, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay. And it was better. I hardly had any reaction at all. I think my body started to get was getting used to the medicine, I don't know. I don't know. This is all new territory, because the drug is new, and I don't find that many people with the severity of their life that I have who live to be the age I am, So it's all new stuff, But again, if I could help the researchers, the doctors, the scientists, to try to find some sort of a treatment, to help people down the road in life. So anyway, I had the third one done today. And because over this past year, I've been experiencing more and more, I would say like pressure, fractures, like stress fracture. I guess that's the best one. But a fracture is a fracture, right? Whether you break a rib, a back, whatever. So I said, you know what? All right, I'll have another one done, and maybe I'll feel better in the next year, right? So I had to go through all the testing, x-rays, and all that stuff before they could arrange it. Well, this morning was the day, and half an hour, and I was done, and so the juice is pumping through me as we speak. So hopefully it'll work. And for the foreseeable future, maybe for the next year or so, I won't sustain as many broken bones as I have. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll do all that research, which will help somebody else then. Today, before I forget, I wanted to talk about We Are the World, but also today is Cereal Day, National Cereal Day. And I'm not a big cereal guy now. I hardly ever eat cereal for breakfast. But I was when I was a kid. And, like any kid, I had my Captain Crunch. I had my Cocoa Puffs. And I was never into like the really healthy shit, like the corn flakes and the puff rice and puff whatever, oatmeal that. I was just like any kid. I like this the junk. Yeah. The Captain Crunch, you could have something. But anyway, and it's also Flapjack Day. Flapjack. I guess Flapjacks are the same thing as pancakes. I don't know. But anyway, Flapjack Day. I remember the movie. Do you remember the movie Groundhog Day? And in the movie, Bill Murray is driving these local yokels around from Punxsutawney, supposedly Punxsutawney. And they're a little tipsy, picks them up at the bar. And they said, what do we want to do now? Let's go for flapjacks. Every time I hear the word flapjack, I think of that movie. So anyway, so that's all I have for today. Tomorrow we'll be back on Friday with our usual morning podcast. And we'll talk a little baseball tomorrow. I already gave you, we already went over 4 of the divisions in baseball. Well, I think is going to win the divisions. And we'll go over 1 of the 2 remaining. We have the American League Central to do and the National League East with our Phillies. So we'll do 1 of them tomorrow. And who knows what else we'll talk about, right? So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, everybody have a great night and take care. Peace and love from now. Take care. Bye bye. We'll have some flapjacks.